Hello everybody, my name is 711 and welcome back to some more Pokemon Showdown. So I have two Little Cup battles for you today. So I threw together an interesting team, and here's the first battle. We start off with an Onix, and I was wondering if that Dwebble wanted to go for the Shell Smash right away, so I put it out of there. And I got my own Stealth Rock out. And Numel is a Pokemon that really does very well with its simple ability. As you can see there, that Flame Charge gave it double speed, and then with Stockpile, it's able to double both of its defenses. Compounded with the Eviolite, this becomes a very dangerous Pokemon. It doesn't really hit hard all that well. But then there's the rest there, able to bring back its health. As you can see, that Drain Punch is from the Trubbish is not doing anything. But unfortunately, that gives it the opportunity for Trubbish to be setting up all those toxic spikes. And yeah, the only thing that can get me back is a critical hit, which, as you know, goes through all those defense boosts. So he just got two back-to-back crits with Gunk Shot, which is absolutely crazy. Especially because Gunk Shot is supposed to miss every once in a while also. So that wasn't good. So this Numel set has the Flame Charge, as you saw, Stockpile Rest, and what's the fourth move? Will-O-Wisp. So if Numel is up against a Flash Fire Pokemon, then Numel is entirely shut down altogether. So the burn on Pokemon is really nice to the burn is really nice so that physical attacks don't do very much. And so that's my main strategy right here. Hopefully this Icicle Spear takes out the Lileep, and it does. I didn't even need to Shell Smash, but with this Ferroseed here, I said, you know what, this is my opportunity to Shell Smash. And he goes for the knockoff, which didn't matter because the Focus Sash wasn't doing any good to me anyway. So I go for an Icicle Spear here, as he goes for Leech Seed. And I said, oh, I can finish him off next turn. But no, he protects an Icicle Spear. Well, as you can see, that didn't do any good to me anyway. So I'm in the hole here, and hopefully I can pull back something. Because, okay, there's the Flame Charge, which is able to take care of the Ferroseed. And now Dwebble is here. I go for the Will-O-Wisp as he sets up Stealth Rock now. So, as you can see here, there is Stealth Rock, there is Leech Seed, there is Spikes, there's more Spikes, and now there's also Toxic Spikes. And there's the third layer of Spikes. So literally, all of the possible setup, entry hazards are on the field now. So there's the Flame Charge. That surprisingly didn't do anything to Drifloon. And there's a substitute. So all of a sudden, this Drifloon is a huge, huge threat. My best chance here is to eventually break the substitute and then pray that Will-O-Wisp doesn't miss. And so that was great that it didn't, because now he'll be losing health. That Flame Charge was able to land a critical hit, and hopefully this Drifloon will be over with soon. The Shadow Ball is a critical hit, which is the only reason that Numel fainted there. Ghastly is just on top of everything, so, with the levitate ability, so Stealth Rock is the only problem there. So Ghastly is just going to be able to clean up here, for real. Those Stealth Rock is breaking all those focus sashes that may be there. And so that sweeping Ghastly with a Life Orb is only taking 1 HP every turn, because in Litte Cup all the Pokemon are level 5. And so stats really don't matter all that much. So that was the game, which is pretty interesting. It's too bad that the Shelter didn't have a really good time with shell smashing capabilities like its older brother Cloyster does, and I didn't really get to show off the other two Pokemon, Snubbull and Fletchling, which is why I have a second battle for you coming up. But as you can see, I had a lot of fun using the Numel just to stall a lot and take a little bit of damage. Really made the other person pretty frustrated there, because Numel was just taking all these hits. So here comes the next battle here, and they start off with Gumball, and so I set up my Stealth Rock as they go for the knockoff, which was a really great play. I was expecting a Drain Punch, but then he just went for a double knockoff, and that obliterated the MVP, really, of the last game. And so I'm off to a really bad start here. I go for a knockoff, Gumball goes for a knockoff while I go for Shell Smash. That's going to help me outspeed. And there's a 3-hit, there's 4-hit, and a critical hit, which didn't matter. That took out the Gumball, the Mienfoo. So Icicle Spear does a good bit, and that Fluff takes Shelter out. So now I am only at I have half of a team now, and they only have 1.5 Pokemon gone. So Numel's gonna start setting up here. Those Calm Minds aren't going to help too terribly much, because I'm not hitting on the special side, and Numel has a good bit of special defense EV investment, and with the Eviolite plus all these stockpiles, I'm able to take out Fluff, and in comes Lime. Now watch this. Skull is 4 times super effective, but Numel was able to eat that up. If I was at times 4 special defense, then that would do even less, and I would be able to go for a rest and such, but it didn't really work out too well there. So now I'm down to a paralyzed Lickitung. A Lickitung. Yeah, I think I switched out the Lickitung for Snubbull. So the knockoff was able to mitigate Porygon pretty well. As you can see, Acrobatics, the bird is the word, Acrobatics was able to annihilate the Lickitung. And now it is down to my Fletchling, and Acrobatics outspeeds. That's a knockout. Acrobatics outspeeds again. That's another knockout. Acrobatics outspeeds again. That's another knockout. So Fletchling is a really great Pokemon in that respect, because he's able to outspeed with Acrobatics. And so that's the game. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like this video.